Welcome to Team Tiggio Court TV, where we upload videos every single day. So make sure you subscribe to our channel, like our videos, and share our videos.
2025, 24-year-old Devin Quiggle was driving home from work. It was a Friday afternoon. He was done for the week. Devin took his normal route home through Lake County. Devin lives in Madison. So Devin was driving on Route 2 eastbound. As he's driving on Route 2, a bright blue Hyundai Kona speeds past him. Devin thinks he recognizes this car. So Devin catches up to it. And Devin takes a picture out his passenger window of this vehicle. And he sends that picture to his mom to see if she recognizes this car too. You'll learn that the defendant, David Post, was the driver of that blue Hyundai Kona. The defendant then swerved onto the right shoulder of the road. Devin, he kept driving. Eventually, Route 2 turns into Route 20. That blue Hyundai Kona, it's behind Devin. He notices it as he's driving, but he doesn't do anything. That blue Kona, it pulls over into the parking lot of the Perry One Stop gas station. Devin, he keeps driving. That car was behind him. Eventually, Devin's still driving down Route 20, still just trying to get home to Madison. He passes Sammy K's Steakhouse. And what does the defendant in his blue Kona do? You'll know that the defendant then pulls off into the parking lot at Sammy K's. Devin, he keeps driving. Finally, Devin makes it all the way down Route 20 to where he's ready to make a turn. This is at the corner of Route 20 and McMacken Road in Madison Township, Lake County, Ohio. On the corner, we've got Northridge Automotive, and we've got the Cleveland Clinic Express Care Facility. What does Devin see behind him again? But the defendant following him in that blue Hyundai Kona. Devin's upset. He's been followed. He doesn't want this man to follow him to his home. He doesn't know what might happen next. So Devin rolls down his window. You'll hear that he sticks his head out. You'll hear that the defendant opens the door to his car and he leans out too. The parties agree that we're going to go to the Cleveland Clinic parking lot. So Devin, leading the way, makes a left turn onto McMacken and a right turn into the Cleveland Clinic parking lot. He parks in one of the first available spaces. You'll learn that the defendant voluntarily followed Devin into that parking lot and parked just a few spaces away. Both individuals exit their vehicles. Both come towards each other. The defendant comes from that driver's section of his vehicle up toward the back of his Hyundai Kona. Devin comes from his car toward the back of the Hyundai Kona. They're both upset. There's a verbal argument going on. But members of the jury, what happens next is really important. The order of what happens here is incredibly important because what the evidence will show and what you're going to hear is that it's the defendant, David Post, who escalated at every turn. The defendant punched Devin Quiggle in the face. Devin wasn't prepared for this. He wasn't expecting this. You'll learn that his hands were not in a defensive or offensive position. He was caught off guard. But in response, Devin tackled the defendant to the ground. And what did the defendant do next? Without saying a word, without giving a warning, without any notice, he lifts his shirt, pulls out a gun, and begins shooting at Devin. As Devin tries to get away, the defendant keeps shooting. Members of the jury, that is why we've charged the defendant with 2 different counts of felonious assault, meaning that it is our burden to prove to you beyond a reasonable doubt that on March 21st in that Cleveland Clinic parking lot, David Post caused serious physical harm to Devin Quiggle. And in the alternative, that David Post used a deadly weapon to cause physical harm to Devin Quiggle. And we've attached those firearm specifications that the judge read to you, meaning that he used a firearm to facilitate the offense. He used that firearm to shoot Devin Quiggle multiple times. Now, throughout this trial, you're going to see multiple pieces of evidence. You're going to hear a 911 call. You're going to see video surveillance. And members of the jury, that evidence will corroborate the fact that the defendant wasn't acting in self-defense. You're going to see surveillance footage from that parking lot at the Perry 1 stop, from the parking lot of Sammy K's, and from the Northridge Automotive. 3 different locations, all down Route 20, showing that Devin was being followed by the defendant. You're going to hear the defendant call 911 after he shot Devin at or near contact. You'll hear him describe what happened immediately after it happened. And you'll hear the words he uses are, "He tackled me, so I shot him." Members of the jury, you'll see Devin and his size in comparison to the defendant. You'll hear from the Cleveland Clinic employees who witnessed the aftermath of this, who were just working and came outside to render life-saving aid to Devin before those EMTs were able to arrive. You'll hear from the EMTs who rendered life-saving aid to take Devin to UH Geneva so he could be life-flighted downtown for emergency surgery. You'll hear from the surgeon that treated his life-threatening injuries and how he spent 11 days in the hospital following this incident. You'll hear how Devin had injuries consistent with his story, that he had a bloody mouth, consistent with being punched. You'll hear that he had a bullet hole in his left shoulder, a bullet hole in his left arm, a bullet hole across his chest, a bullet hole in his right side, and a bullet hole in the center of his back in the lumbar spine region. Caused by David Post. You'll hear from Devin. I'll tell you that he was completely unarmed that day. No firearm, no weapon of any sort. You'll hear that the defendant never warned him, that he just started shooting. And you'll hear that as Devin tried to get away, the defendant kept shooting. Now, we've all heard from the defense that this isn't a whodunit. They're not contesting that David Post shot Devin Quiggle, but they are alleging that he's acted in self-defense, which places a burden upon the state of Ohio to disprove that the defendant acted in self-defense. We ask that you listen to the law as instructed by the judge very carefully, because the legal definition of self-defense also includes what is not an act of self-defense. And we believe that after you hear all of the evidence, all of the testimony, and see those videos and those pictures and medical records, you'll find that the defendant's actions were not self-defense and were not reasonable. He was not justified in using lethal force against Devin Quiggle in that parking lot. At the end of the trial, my co-counsel and I will come back before you and we will ask that you find the defendant, David Post, guilty for both counts of felonious assault and the firearm specifications. Thank you.
Thank you. Bradley. Good afternoon, everybody. You're all here today in this courtroom to resolve a dispute. You're going to hear testimony from a number of individuals that were present in this parking lot. But the two people that have the most insight of what occurred, Devin Quiggle and David Post. And their descriptions of the events that day are wildly different. And so at its core, it's your job to resolve this dispute. And from Mr. Post's perspective, he's driving home one day on a Friday afternoon from work, and ultimately finds himself in a parking lot of a Cleveland Clinic urgent care with a person that he's never seen before in his life. And then at some point he is body slammed onto the asphalt pavement, wind knocked out of him, disoriented from his head hitting the back of the pavement, and his assailant has his forearm shoved up under his windpipe, choking him out. He is a CCW permit holder. He had a handgun and a soft holster in his waist. During this struggle, he was trying to escape. He couldn't. He felt the firearm leave his waistband and resting on his belly. He could see his attacker glance down at his gun, and now he's concerned about, is this guy going to choke me out, or is he going to take my own gun and shoot me with it? And so at that point, he was able to free his right hand, fired several shots at Mr. Quiggle, who then finally fell off of him, and then he called 911, reported the incident to the police, and waited for EMS and police to arrive. And so from our perspective, he was completely justified in discharging his firearm, in a classic example of acting in self-defense, which is for you at the end of the trial and ask you to return verdicts of not guilty as to both of those counts of felonious assault. Let me take a couple minutes. Can we go to that first map, Mike? So you're going to hear more detailed testimony that Mr. Post is a bus mechanic for the Willoughby school system, and gets off every day at roughly 4:30, and takes Route 90 home to his home in Madison Township. It's roughly a 35-minute ride. Takes the same route every single day. And when he gets to the area of the Painesville exit on Route 90, so the Route 44, then the Painesville exit, and he's driving in the far right lane, not thinking about anything, just anxious to get home, and sees a black car, all of the windows completely blacked out, flying up behind him. It's a car he's never seen, because he has no idea who's in the car. At some point, the car pulls up beside him, and they're traveling parallel. the black car in the speed lane. And you'll learn that that black car was driven by Devin Quiggle. And Devin had taken several pictures of Mr. Post's car in that moment. And you'll learn he did that because he was aware of some encounter between Dave and Devin's mom a week or two earlier. And so in Devin's mind, you know, he's going to confront the guy that he thinks wronged his mom. And so while he's driving, he messages his mom and sends one or both of the pictures that he had taken and said, "Is this the guy?" And she had never met, neither one of these people had never met Mr. Post before, but does have a somewhat unusual blue color Kona that's got veterans license plates. So once Devin confirms that this is the guy that was messing with his mom, he takes it upon himself to effectively. And you'll hear that at some point during this path of travel, that Quiggle quickly pulls up in front of him, slams on the brake, and somewhat forces Dave Post off the road. So he's parked on the berm, sees this black car 100, 150 feet in front of him, and they're just sitting there. Neither side gets out of their car, but at this point, you'll learn that he's concerned. Who is this guy and what does he want with me? He routinely carries his firearm in a soft holster in the center console, and now at this point, he takes it and puts it in his waistband because he's not sure what's going to be happening. At some point, Quiggle pulls off, waiting for the opportunity because it's rush hour traffic. He pulls off as well. And then they continue to drive, and you'll hear about this in more detail through the testimony. This whole route of travel at Cleveland Clinic parking lot. And you'll hear that there were a couple of times along that path of travel that he stops at well, one's a restaurant, and along the way, there's multiple stoplights as well. And each time, he can hear Quiggle yelling out of the window. There were cars in between, so we can't hear what he's saying, but it's clear that he's directing his hostilities towards Dave. Can you go to the next slide, Mike? So you'll see more of these pictures in detail, but they would have been coming from the top up Route 20, and they would have been turning left on the McMacken Road. As they were approaching McMacken Road on Route 20, you'll hear that Quiggle is engaging in a series of S maneuvers that prevent him from going straight through the light. His normal route of travel would be to go down McMacken Road, and he only lives about 3 minutes away. And when they're at the intersection of Route 20 and McMacken, Quiggle leans out of his car and is now almost enraged, yelling and screaming profanities. "You were effing with my mom. I'm gonna F your wife." And the owner of this tire place heard all of that. Quiggle leaning out of his window, screaming at him. So Quiggle posts to follow him in this parking lot. And so he's got some quick decisions to make. He could just keep going down McMacken home, but his concern is that, well, this guy could then just pull right out of this parking lot, follow me 3 minutes home, and now he knows where he lives. And he wants to know, who are you and what do you want with me? Can you go into the next slide, Mike? Next slide. So Quiggle pulls in and parks right here. And Post intentionally leaves several parking spaces in between them. This is his blue Kona. He gets out of his car, basically stands on the driver's side door. And you'll hear that there's a number of witnesses, nurses and employees at this medical center. Nobody saw the exact moment of the shooting, but each one of the persons that I anticipate you'll hear saw and heard bits. And at least several of them will describe that it was over to Mr. Post's car in an aggressive manner, yelling and screaming at Mr. Post. And that as he was coming over the car, or coming towards the back of his car, Post takes a couple steps towards the rear driver's side wheel well, and he tells Quiggle, don't come over here, stay right where you're at. Because he doesn't want a confrontation, other than he's enraged and directing all of that hostility to him. But Quiggle doesn't listen. And he keeps coming in a hostile and aggressive manner. And so in that moment, he's preparing to defend himself, to stop him, and he's not stopping. So he took his right hand, and when he hit him, Quiggle reacted down by his waist, picked him up, and body slammed him into the pavement. And when he went down onto the pavement, he's a 63-year-old guy. And you'll learn that Devin Quiggle's 25. Neither one of them are huge guys, but Quiggle's 25. And he moves furniture for a living. And Dave just has the wind knocked out of him, and the back of his head hits the pavement. And it's all happening fast. And he takes it in a bar hold and puts it up against his windpipe, and he's choking him out. So he's struggling to get out from under him, but the way Quiggle's got his legs positioned, he needs to get out from under him. And then at some point, as I alluded, Dave feels that his gun in his holster come out of his waistband and land right on his belly. And that's when he sees Quiggle's eyes go down and look at his gun. He now knows it's there. And so all of this, I'm taking 10 minutes to describe it to you, but it all happened in seconds. So fearful that, what is this guy going to do? Is he going to take my own gun and shoot me with it? So he grabs the gun in his right hand, fires several shots. Quiggle rolls off of him. He gets up, puts the gun in the front seat of his car, picks up a phone that he believes is his, as it turns out it's Quiggle's, hands it to Quiggle, then goes into his car, gets his phone, calls 911, you'll hear that 911 call. Describes to the 911 operator just what had happened those moments before. Various people that were working in the building heard the chaos, they all come out. There was a nurse who works there that was not working in this time, coincidentally sees somebody laying on the ground, pulls in, his nurse practitioner immediately provides aid, and there's Dave on the phone calling 911, waits till the police and EMS got there. He's ultimately taken into custody, charged with 2 counts of felonious assault for discharging his firearm and shooting Devin Quiggle. But based on what I just described to you, in self-defense, recognizes self-defense as a complete defense to these charges. And because David Post acted in self-defense, we believe he's not guilty of both of these charges. And at the conclusion of the case, we will be asking you to return the verdicts of this charge in this indictment. Thank you very much.
Thank you. First witness.
Your Honor, pursuant to the stipulation between the parties, we'd ask to admit and publish State's Exhibit 1 at this time.
Which one's one?
The 911 call.
Yeah, no objection.
All right, it's admitted. Play it.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
That's Exhibit 1.
911 calls, Your
No,
Honor.
Exhibit 1, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And for the court's reference, I am copying those over to the court drive as they've been admitted.
Twenty-first, 2025, 17 minutes, 25 seconds.
911, state the location emergency.
We have gunshots on McMacken Road.
Where at?
McMacken Road.
Anybody injured?
Yes.
Okay.
Outside and they're
Listen.
shooting. It's at McMacken.
All right, hold on. I got to get Madison Police. Is this outside the Cleveland Clinic?
5 seconds.
911, state the location emergency.
We have gunshots on McMacken Road.
Where at?
McMacken Road.
Anybody injured?
Yes.
Okay.
They're outside and they're
Listen.
shooting. It's at McMacken.
All right, hold on. I got to get Madison Police. Is this outside the Cleveland Clinic?
Yes.
Hold on.
Clinic.
Cleveland Clinic, what's the address?
They just shot each other. There was an altercation. It's 2999 McMacken Road. I am in my truck. I don't know if I should run inside the building or
Just
what.
stay right in your vehicle. Hang on.
Hello?
Hello?
There's gunshots outside the office in Madison Cleveland Clinic.
Hold on line, please. Cleveland
Okay.
Clinic, what's the address?
They just shot each other. There was an altercation. It's 2999 McMacken Road. I am in my truck. I don't know if I should run inside the building
How many
or what.
victims do you see?
Hang on.
I ran around. I pulled my truck around to the other way. I'm not looking. There were two men got out of vehicles. They started shooting at each other and punching each other. I started calling 911, and then I heard gunshots.
Okay.
And
All
then I
right.
turned around and I turned my car around. And
How
I
many
just pulled
victims
the
do you
other side.
see?
They're in front of Route 20 in McMacken, in the parking lot, 2999 McMacken Road. Two men got out of vehicles. They started screaming at each other and punching each other. I started calling 911, and then I heard gunshots.
Okay. All
And
right.
then I turned around and I turned my car around. And
Please, I need
pulled
an
the other side of the
emergency
building.
vehicle.
They're in front of Route 20 in McMacken, in the parking lot.
Are you injured at all?
McMacken Road.
My back. What's the guy that I shot's on the ground?
Okay, where did you shoot him at?
McMacken Road to Cleveland Clinic.
Okay, no, I'm asking on his body, where did you shoot him at?
I don't know. I was on my back. I just pulled it out of the holster and shot
Okay,
him.
are you injured at all?
My back, abdomen area. What's the guy that I shot's on the ground?
Okay, where did you shoot him at? Okay, and why is your back injured? Okay, follow on his body, where did you shoot him at?
I don't know, I was on my back, I just pulled it out of the holster and shot.
Okay, where is that firearm now?
So, it's on my car, but two people just pulled up, and I think it's his dad, so hopefully I don't have to use it again.
Okay, I need you to keep that firearm away.
Did you fall or what?
There's
I got this other guy here, though.
Okay, do not touch that firearm again.
Okay, where is that firearm now?
Try not to.
No, let us try. You do not touch it again.
I think if somebody pulls a firearm out, hopefully I don't have to use it again.
What's your
Okay,
name?
I need you to keep that firearm away. There's
I
also...
got this other guy here, though.
Okay,
POST?
do not touch that firearm again.
Yes. Alright. Try not to.
Oh, no.
Can you tell me where the other person is that was shot?
If somebody pulls laying on the ground behind my car.
Okay,
What's
is
your
he
name?
talking? Is he moving?
David Post. Excuse me?
Is he talking or moving?
Yeah.
POST?
Yeah, he's on the ground, he's still conscious.
Can you tell me where the other person is that was shot?
Okay. Is somebody tending to him?
Behind my car. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
is he
a
talking?
nurse
Is he moving?
practitioner, yeah, with him right now. Excuse me?
Is he
What kind of car
talking
is
or
he
moving?
behind?
Yeah. He's behind my... He's on the ground, he's still conscious.
And you said that firearm is on your vehicle?
Okay. Is somebody
The
tending to
firearm
him?
is on my front seat. Yeah, there's a nurse practitioner.
Are you inside or outside of your vehicle?
I'm outside.
What kind of car is he behind?
He's behind my blue Kona.
Why did he
And you said
tackle
that
you?
firearm is on your vehicle?
He's been coming since Route 2. He ran me off. I pulled off the
Are you
road.
inside or outside of your vehicle?
Back in here. I'm outside. He was stopped at the light to pull over. He said
Okay.
I messed with his mother a week ago, and I have no idea what he's talking about.
Why did he tackle you?
Now he's calling me MF. He's been following me since Route 2. He ran me off. I pulled off the road. But he's been messing with me coming down Route 20. And he was trying to pull off the road. I pulled over. He said I messed with his mother a week ago, and I have no idea what he's talking about. Now he's calling me MF. But he's been messing with me coming down Route 20. I've been trying to pull off of the road. I pulled off in Sunoco Station in Perry as well.
Okay, and you're not bleeding or anything?
No, my elbows and my back hurt from being planted on the pavement, but...
Okay, and you're not bleeding or anything?
No, my elbows and my back...
Do you know what this male's name is?
Pavement, but... I do not.
What did you shoot him with? What kind of gun?
It's a 380.
And you only shot him once?
Do you know what this male's name is?
Twice.
Both shots hit him?
Excuse me?
Did both shots hit him?
I believe so.
What did you shoot him with? What kind of gun?
I fired 2 or 3 shots. I'm not sure. I just pulled her, so he got off of me.
Okay.
And you only shot him once?
No.
And you for sure know that the
Both
option
shots
was
hit him?
Excuse me?
Did both shots hit him?
I believe so. Me, I'm right here. I got tackled on the ground. I'm on the trigger, so he got off of me right now.
All right, go talk to the officers then. Keep that firearm put away.
And you for sure know that the abdomen was hit?
Yes. Me, I'm right here. I got tackled on the ground. I'm with the police.
I can't see
All right, go
anything
talk to the
now. I
officers
heard
then. Keep that
someone
firearm put
screaming
away.
as I was calling
Yeah, thank you.
911. And one guy was on top of the other after punching him, and then all of a sudden I heard
Can you see?
another one of my...
I can't see anything now. I heard someone
and she ran
screaming
inside.
as I
She
was
witnessed
calling
it too as soon as
911.
we heard the gunshots. And one guy was on top of the other after punching him, and then all of a sudden I heard...
Okay.
I'm on the
Another
phone
one
with
of my
911.
TAs, and she ran inside. She witnessed it too.
Yeah,
As
never-
soon as we heard the gunshots.
Keep everyone away from there, okay?
All right, just told her to go inside and lock down.
Okay.
I'm in the back of the building, the opposite
Okay.
side on the south
I'm on the
building.
phone
They were on the
with
north.
911.
I'm sorry, opposite. I'm north
Yeah,
side.
they're-
south side.
Go back
Right
inside and
by
lock
20.
down.
Madison, we have a suspect in line. Do you want us to send that through to you?
All right, just hold her to
You
go
can hold it
inside
right
and
now
lock
because I'm
down.
receiving other calls.
Okay, all right. We'll keep
Appreciate
it
your
I'm in the back
questioning
of the
for you,
building,
okay?
kind of on the
Yep,
opposite
if you
side,
can.
on the
Okay.
south side of the building. They were on the north side. I'm sorry, opposite. I'm north side, they're south
Okay,
side.
do you
They're
see
right by
anything
20.
else going on right
Madison,
now?
we have a
I
suspect
do
on the
not
other
know,
line.
but
Do you
like
want
I
us to
said,
send that through to you?
I'm on the north
No,
side
you
of the
can hold it right
building, not
now
on
because
the
I'm
south
receiving other
side.
calls.
Okay, all right. We'll keep getting this
Yeah,
moving
as
for
soon
you,
as they
okay?
pulled in.
Yep, if you can.
Okay.
Okay.
They pulled in the exit area, started screaming at each
Okay, do
other.
you see anything else going on right now?
I do
I'm
not
Jennifer
know, but
Stalker,
like I said, I'm
administrator.
on the
Spell your
north
last
side
name?
of the building, not on the south side.
And it happened on the
S-T-A-U-F-F-E-R.
south side?
Yeah, as soon as they pulled in.
U-F-F-E.
S as in,
Okay.
yeah, S as in Sam.
They
T
pulled
as
in
Tom,
the
A
exit
as in
area,
Apple,
started
U as in
screaming at each
umbrella,
other,
F as in
and
Fred,
I heard the gun
another
back.
F-E-R.
I'm Jennifer
phone number?
Stalker. I'm a nurse
440-417-3790. There's a
Okay.
man walking now.
S-T-A-U-F.
S
Okay,
as
so you don't...
in, yeah, S as in Sam, T as in Tom, A as in Apple, U as in umbrella, F as in Fred, another F-E-R.
And your phone number?
I mean, I can, like, I'm right by the back of the
440-417-3790.
building. I could pull backwards and run inside
There's
Okay.
a man
if
walking.
need to, and I can go look at out the window maybe.
Okay,
I
so you
don't
don't...
know if I'll be
I
able
just
to
want you
see.
to stay safe, okay? I don't want you...
Okay.
Do you know if they left or anything or what they look
I
like?
have no idea.
I mean, I can,
like
I'm right by the back of the building, I could
followed
pull
by 2 or
backwards
3
and
more
run
pops
inside
and
with my
screaming,
dad.
and I was trying to
If
get
need
on the
to,
other
and I can
side
go
of
look
the
at the
building,
out the
so I was
window,
out of
maybe, I don't know if I'll be
I
able
just
to.
want you to stay safe, okay? I don't want you to...
Okay.
So
Do
I
you know
can't.
if they left or anything or what they look
I
like?
have no idea. I just heard 2 pops followed by 2 or 3 more pops
Okay.
and screaming, and I was trying to get on the other
So you're
side
not
of the
seeing
building,
anything?
so I was out of
No.
shooting range.
Okay.
Madison, it sounds like there's a nurse
Okay.
practitioner from the
So I
Cleveland
can't
Clinic
see
that's
anything.
going out and tending to the one victim.
Okay.
So no one's out
Okay.
there.
So you're not seeing anything right now?
I'm gonna back up
No.
and I'm gonna run in and see
Okay.
who's there.
Madison, it sounds like there's a
Can you
nurse
hear
practitioner from the
anything
Cleveland
else
Clinic
going
that's
on, or-
going out.
Negative,
tending
we
to
still
the
have the
one victim.
suspect on the other line getting information.
So no one's
His
out there.
name is going to be a David Post.
I'm going to back up and I'm going to run in and see who's there.
Central, can you hear if there's anything else going on or who?
Negative, we
the
still
suspect
have
we have
the suspect on the other line getting
David
information.
I don't know. I ran in. I drove
His
off.
name is going to be
Post,
David
P-O-S-T.
If there's anyone,
Okay, we do have an officer on scene right now. Okay, the victim
all right.
is
So an
who?
officer's on
The
scene.
suspect we have on the call is a
Yeah, I'm
David
here.
Post.
I don't know.
What's
I
your
ran in,
address?
I drove off.
At home,
Post,
Yeah.
P-O-S-T.
1920
If there's anyone,
Lakeside Drive.
who did?
Oh, they have the suspect too.
Okay, we do have an officer on scene.
They have them both here.
All right, so an
Lakeside?
officer's on scene.
Yeah, Lakeside
Okay,
Drive.
Lakeside in Madison.
Yeah, I'm here.
I have
Yeah.
your name. What's your
Yeah.
address?
At home,
Yeah. And what's your date of birth?
1920.
73187.
Oh, they have the, they
Okay,
have the
thank you very
suspect
much.
too.
We appreciate your help, and we'll give you need anything, okay?
They have them
All right,
both
thank
here.
you.
Lakeside?
Yeah, Lakeside Drive.
Lakeside in Madison?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth?
73187.
Okay, thank you very much. We appreciate your help, and we'll give you a call if we need anything, okay?
All right, thank you.
First witness?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state calls Devin Quiggle.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear a testimony about to give us the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
All right, have a seat right here. Make sure you stay close to that microphone.
May I proceed?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you. Hi, Devin.
Hello.
Can you state your name for the record, spelling your last name?
Devin Quiggle, Quiggle.
How old are you, Devin?
25.
How tall are you?
5'9".
How much do you weigh?
140, 150.
How much did you weigh in March of last year?
Around the same.
Have you ever really weighed more than that?
In high school?
These days, have you ever weighed more than that?
No.
Kind of stay steady?
Yeah.
Are you currently working?
I am now, yes.
Where do you work?
Hexpole in Middlefield.
And what is X-Bolt?
Hexpole
X-Pole?
in Middlefield. It's a compound rubber place. They make the rubbers and tires and stuff for NASCAR.
How long have you been working there?
Since November.
What were you doing prior to November?
Sitting in my house.
Were you unable to work?
Correct.
Was that due to physical injury?
Yes.
When was the last time you worked?
March 21st.
On March 21st, where were you working?
Fish Furniture.
Where's Fish Furniture?
They have a building in Mayfield Heights and Bedford Heights.
On March 21st, which building were you working at?
Bedford Heights.
And what was your specific job at that location?
I was a furniture delivery helper.
What does that mean?
I would deliver furniture into people's homes that they would order from the store.
When did you get off of work on March 21st?
4:30.
Was that a Friday?
I don't know.
Okay. How do you get home from Fish Furniture?
I take 271 to merge over to 2, and then I take 2 all the way to 20.
Did you notice anything when you were driving on Route 2 that evening?
I noticed a car fly around me erratically, get in front, and then I sped up because I recognized the car.
Okay, let's take that a step at a time.
Yes.
What lane were you driving in?
I was driving in the fast lane, the left lane,
Where did the car come from?
behind me in the right lane.
What kind of car did you see?
It was a blue SUV.
Was it a Hyundai Kona?
Yes.
Okay, you said that you recognized this car.
Yes.
Why?
My mother had told me in the past that she had a prior incident with said car.
What kind of incident?
They were quote-unquote harassing her at her home.
Okay. Did the incident that your mom have start on the road and go to her home?
I did not know how far it went. All I knew is that she was in her driveway being verbally attacked.
You said you caught up to that car. How did you do that?
I hit the gas pedal a little bit.
So you're in the left lane and that car's in the right lane?
That car it's in the right lane. I get up next to him, take a photo, slide back, car gets into the left lane, and then I take another photo from a distance. Car then slams on the brakes from the fast lane to go over to the shoulder and come to a stop. I continue going.
Okay, let's take that a step at a time, Devin. Do you see who the driver of that car is?
Yes.
What do they look like?
It's a older gentleman, bald, wearing glasses.
Do you see that person in the courtroom?
Yes.
Can you identify them by what they're wearing?
Yes.
Can you do that for me?
Yes, he's the gentleman sitting in the middle.
In the middle of defense table, and what's he wearing?
He's wearing a tux suit,
Your Honor, let's
black tie.
reflect that he's correctly identified the defendant as the middle occupant of that table.
Yes.
All right. You said that the car pulled over to the shoulder and stopped.
Yes.
Did you stop?
No, I continue traveling.
Did you pull over onto the shoulder?
Never.
Where do you go down Route 2 from there?
I continue traveling because it merges to 20, and then it turns to one lane. As it's the one lane, I notice the car has appeared back behind me again.
Okay, where was the car at when it...
Paynesville. I can't recall what the exit is.
Okay, but you were still in Painesville on Route 2 when it pulled off the road?
Yes.
All right, so it's just turned into Route 20, and you see that car in your rearview mirror?
Correct.
What do you see the car do next?
The car is aggressively behind me, and then I continue going with the flow of traffic. And once you get off there, there's a little gas station to the right. The car then pulls into the gas station from behind me. I continue going, and then a little further down the road, the car then appears back behind me.
Okay, so the car pulls off into a gas station?
Correct.
Do you pull into the gas station?
No.
How fast are you driving?
With the flow of traffic.
Okay.
50, 55.
Are there other cars around you?
Yes.
It's not just you and the Kona on the road?
No.
Are you on the phone with anyone?
I'm on the phone with my mother.
Is it common for you to be on the phone with mom?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you just chatting about your day? What are you talking about?
Just talking about how our day went, all that.
You said that the blue Kona appears in your rearview mirror again. What do you watch it do?
I am still in the left lane, quote unquote, the fast lane. The car gets behind me again, and there is a bar further into Perry.
Is that Sammy K's Steakhouse?
Yes.
Okay. What does it do at Sammy K's?
He pulls into there, and again, I keep going, so I can't tell you what he does in there.
How fast are you driving?
50, 55, flow of traffic.
At any point, did you slow down?
No.
At any point, did you pull off the road?
No.
At any point, did you stop?
No, not besides at a red light.
At any point, did you drive the defendant's car off the road or cause him to swerve?
No.
When do you next notice that Hyundai Kona?
I am at a intersection in Madison of McMacken and 20, and the car gets back behind me again. So
what do you do at that point?
At that point, I stick my head out the window and point to the Cleveland Clinic there, assuming that a medical facility would have cameras.
So why would you need cameras?
Because of the world we live in.
Okay, what are you concerned about?
Life. If you look all around nowadays, what's happening constantly. People don't give any care of their life nowadays.
Were you afraid of the defendant?
I did not want the defendant to follow me home.
Okay.
I was 2 minutes, if that, from my home.
So were you trying to address the problem without him following you home?
Yes.
Were you afraid for your safety?
Yes.
Were you afraid for your family?
Yes.
Okay, so why do you decide to pull over?
Because he has been following me for I don't know how many miles, continuously pulling into places behind me. Who's going to say that he's not going to pull into my driveway behind me?
Okay. So you specifically pulled into that parking lot because you believed they had external cameras?
Yes, that was my theory.
Was that to protect yourself in case something happened?
Anything, just to see the cameras, to see what had transpired.
Okay, and that's for your concerns of safety?
Yes.
Did you have any weapons on your person or in your car?
No. No.
Who pulled into that parking lot first?
I did. I was in front.
And where'd you park?
The closest to the exit on the right.
Does the defendant pull in behind you?
Yes.
Where does he park?
A spot and a half, 2 spots away.
Once you park, what happens?
We both get out of the car, and
Do you get out of the car at the same time? Are you out of the car first?
His driver's side was on the other side. So we both get out, we greet each other, my hands are down.
Where do you meet him?
Behind his car,
Okay.
in the rear.
When you say that you greet each other, were you using profanity?
Yes.
Were you upset?
Yes.
Was the defendant upset?
I don't know.
Okay. Where were your hands?
My hands were on my side.
Were you in an offensive or defensive position at all?
No. I was just in a standing position.
And what were you doing?
Trying to talk. Trying to understand why I'm being chased.
Were you mad?
Yes.
Were you yelling?
Yes.
Did you ever lunge toward the defendant?
No.
Did you ever make any movements like you were going to hit him?
No.
Did you make any threats toward him?
No.
What did he do to you?
He punched me in the face, in the lip.
Did he ever tell you to back away or to stop?
No.
He just punched you?
Yes, we were, I can't say what words were said. This was almost a year ago now. So.
Were you upset about your mom at the time?
Yes.
After he punches you in the face, were you prepared for that?
No.
Were you caught off guard?
Yes.
What did you do?
I tackled him to the ground, wrapped my arms around his legs, and pile drove him to the ground.
Okay, so you wrapped your arms around his legs. What part of his legs are your arms wrapped around?
Around his hips, his thighs.
Okay, do you lift him off the ground?
Maybe half an inch, if that. I don't.
Okay, and then kind of drop him to the ground?
Yes.
Okay. Once the defendant is on the ground, where are you positioned?
I'm leaning over top of him.
Did you put your hands around his throat?
Around his throat? No.
Did you choke him?
No.
Did you impede his ability to breathe?
No.
Was your arm against his throat?
No. I had a hold of his collar.
Okay, so you're pulling his collar up?
Yes. Yes.
Did you rip his collar at all?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. So you're hovering over top of the defendant, ripped collar in your hand.
Yes.
What do you see next?
The sky?
Okay. Did you see the defendant reach for a gun?
It was all in one motion. Right now, I cannot tell you the color of the weapon that was used, what it was. There was it was just one hand pulled the shirt up, the other hand pulled the gun out and pulled the trigger.
Did he ever say, I have a gun?
No.
Overruled.
So he never said, I have a gun?
No.
Did he ever say, watch out?
No.
Did he ever say, get off of me?
No.
Any sort of warning?
No.
What did you do when you felt yourself get shot? Do you remember?
Fell.
Did you turn away?
I tried to, yes. I tried to turn and run.
Were you able to?
Not far.
How far away do you think you made it?
2 feet.
Time-wise it was, from when you pulled into that parking lot to when you're shot on the ground.
Under a minute.
So the whole thing happened really fast?
Yes.
Where were you shot, Devin?
In the chest, armpit, back.
Can you point to those spots on your body? Can you point to where you were shot in the chest? You don't need to take your shirt off.
Right around here and then right around here.
Okay, so you're pointing to on either side of your sternum and your upper chest?
Yes.
Okay, where were you shot in your shoulder?
Right under my armpit.
Okay, and that's your left armpit you're showing us?
Yes.
Where were you shot in your arm?
Right in my bicep.
Where else were you shot?
There was a bullet hole in my back.
Okay, and where in your back is that?
Right on my spine.
In your lower back in the center?
Yes.
Anywhere else?
There's exit wounds, I'm told. I don't know.
Okay. You don't know what's an entrance or an exit wound?
No.
What other holes are on your body?
I have another one right here.
And that is your right armpit that you're pointing to?
Yes.
Are those all the holes on your body from this incident?
Yes.
Were any of those holes there before the defendant shot you?
No.
What happened after you got shot?
I took a video of what happened, and then I called my wife, my fiance, and then my mom.
Did anyone come to help you? Who came to help you?
There was a lady that came and helped me.
A nurse practitioner? I'm sorry, Devin, you gotta answer yes.
Yes.
What did it feel like on the ground?
Cold.
What part of you hurt?
I couldn't feel my body.
What couldn't you feel?
My body. I couldn't get up.
Do you remember how many times you were shot?
3 or 4. I don't know. I still haven't had an answer.
Do you remember how many people came to care for you in that parking lot?
I remember, the most thing I remember is yelling at my father and telling the lady sorry if I get blood on her.
And that was someone who was helping you?
Yes, the practitioner.
Did an ambulance ever show up?
Yes.
Okay. Where did the ambulance take you?
The ambulance took me to Geneva Medical Center.
Do you remember what happened at the Geneva Medical Center?
Not thoroughly, no.
Did they run any tests on you there?
I don't know.
Okay. Where'd you go from Geneva?
They life flighted me then to Cleveland.
To University Hospital's main campus?
Yes.
Do you remember getting to University Hospitals?
I remember rolling out on the stretcher, and that's the last thing.
Okay. Do you know what happened when you got there?
No.
Do you remember having any surgeries while you were there?
I had a surgery on my colon
Why'd you need surgery on your colon?
because there was a bullet lodged in it.
Do you still have all of your colon?
No.
Did they need to remove part of it?
Yes, they removed part of my colon.
Did you have any other surgeries?
Yes, I had a rod put into my left arm.
How many days were you in the hospital for?
11.
Were you allowed to eat or drink while you were there?
Not for a lot of them. I was using a sponge for water and food.
Do you have any lasting injuries that you're still dealing with?
Yes.
Tell me about that.
I have nerve damage down my leg into my foot, and after a year or two, whatever it revives to, that's what I get.
Do you experience this pain daily?
Yes. Every night between 9:30 and 11, I get pains just shooting down my foot that I can't really even describe it. Leaves you kicking in the bed, kicking the air.
Do you walk normally?
No.
Tell me about how you walk.
I have a little limp. It's gotten better.
Was it more pronounced at first?
Yes. Yes.
One moment, Your Honor. Devin, did you ever threaten the life of the defendant that day?
No.
Thank you. I have no further questions.
Cross-examination.
Thank you. this the?
Give me this.
By the end of the trial, we'll figure this out.
Let me see counsel here. Yeah, go ahead.
So we've never met before, correct?
No.
Do you have a preference how I address you, Devin, Mr. Quiggle?
However you prefer.
I'm just going to use Devin if you don't mind.
That's okay.
So I just want to follow up with some questions about what you just testified to, okay?
Okay.
You indicated that this would have been March 21st of last year, 2025, right?
Correct.
And you don't recall what day of the week that was, correct?
Correct.
If I told you it was a Friday, you'd have no reason to disbelieve that.
Correct.
And you indicated that you were working, was it Mayfield?
No.
Where?
Bedford Heights.
Bedford Heights. And that your normal path of travel would have been up 271 to Route 2?
Correct.
And then 2 east, where it eventually turns into Route 20, right?
Correct.
And you would describe a situation on your drive home where where a blue Hyundai Kona car drove past you.
Yes.
And if I understood you correctly, you had indicated that you were in the fast lane, and that's just a 2-lane highway, correct?
Correct.
Because when all of what you're describing the first time you see the blue Kona, this is still on Route 2.
Correct.
And so you're saying that the blue Kona goes past you from the, what I would call the slow lane.
Correct.
And your car, what kind of car do you have?
Sedan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
A sedan.
Sedan. What make and model?
It's a black Chrysler.
And that has all tinted windows, correct?
Yes.
And a tinted license plate cover.
Yes.
And so if I were driving next to you, for example, and looking into either the driver's side or passenger side's window, I wouldn't be able to see anything on the interior of the car.
No.
Because it's tinted.
Yes.
And it was tinted like that on March 21st of last year.
Yes, it's been.
And so this car, the blue Kona, pulls up or drives past you, correct?
Correct.
And was that the first time you've ever seen this particular blue Kona?
Yes.
And at some point, did you make note that it had veterans' license plates?
I took a picture from the back. If the picture entails that, then yes.
And so that's what you did. You recognized, or you saw this blue Kona for the first time, and then you sped up behind it and took a picture.
No.
Okay?
I have the pictures from a distance, about a semi half length distance. See in the car, you can't see what was going on in the car, so therefore you have no reason to do whatever you're gonna say.
I was only asking, I'm trying to understand the sequence of events. You're in the fast lane.
Correct.
The Kona comes up on your right.
Yes.
And goes past you.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And in response, you sped up to get between you and the Kona so you could take a picture.
Yes.
Okay. And you were aware that an individual who drove at least a similar looking car had had some encounter with your mom a week or two prior to the date we're talking about.
I knew that color car, yes.
Right. And you believed that the car that drove past you was the same car that had this encounter with your mom a week or two ago.
Correct.
And you took a picture from behind, right?
Yes.
And then eventually you pulled up beside the car and took a second picture.
Yes.
Right? And the second picture would look so you could see the driver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then you messaged your mom at some point after you took these pictures to say, is this the guy?
I called my mom, yes, or she called me.
But you didn't send the pictures?
I didn't say that.
Okay, well, I'm asking you, did you send the pictures?
Yes.
Okay, and you sent the pictures to your mom to say, is this the guy?
Correct.
Okay. And that was the whole point of you taking these pictures, because you wanted confirmation. Is this the same guy that was messing with my mom a week or two earlier? Right?
Correct.
Okay. So can we pull up what would be...
Let's see, am I doing this?
Well, we don't want it displayed yet. C2. Defendant's Exhibit C2.
Just click and drag it across.
You ready?
Oh, golly.
Yes.
Oh, my golly. That's your second screen.
You got to drag it over.
Right. Their screen, you don't need to go to your
Nice.
system anymore. Just click on your window
Sure.
at the top. And then drag. So it's just in the middle of it.
Right in the middle, right here.
Hold it down. And then drag it to the other screen.
Right here?
Yep. Just keep going on the right.
Okay.
There it is.
Other screen.
Steve, okay, here, okay, got it.
Are we ready?
Almost there. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I got it now. Oh, my golly.
Ready? You're not PJ.
No, I'm not.
Are you able to see what's up on the screen?
Yes.
And is that do you recognize that as a photograph that you took of the blue Kona that we've been talking about here?
Yes, that is a zoomed in photo.
And Your Honor,
Now there's no photo.
And the objection to C2?
No objection, Your Honor.
It was already up there.
I know.
Go ahead,
So-
yeah.
Why is it not going?
And so, do you recognize this is still generally the area of Route 2?
Yes, that is Route 2.
Headed east, right?
Yes.
Your normal path of travel home.
It was, yes.
Yep. And you had described that the blue Kona, when it drove past you, was on the inside, or what I call the slow lane.
Correct.
And that you were in the speed lane, right?
Correct.
But now the Kona's in the left or speed lane.
Correct.
And so you come up from behind and snap this picture, correct?
Correct.
And then can we see C1? And then defendant's exhibit C1 would now be the blue Kona is in the passenger, or excuse me.
This was the first photo that I took, yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
As he passed, I caught up, snapped a photo, slowed down. He then got in front of me, as earlier I said he slammed on the brakes from the fast lane and got to the shoulder on the right side. That is why he was in front of me in the left lane.
Okay, so to be clear, so I'm following you, defendant's exhibit C1 was the first photo that you took?
Yes.
And do I understand you that he originally was in the passenger, or the slow lane, drove past you, and then you caught up and took that picture?
Yes.
Okay. And it appears that the...
I didn't do anything.
It appears that the driver of the blue Kona is looking in to...
Looking at.
Your car, looking at.
Yes, not looking in.
Right, because that was my point, that you can clearly see out.
Yes, the sun hurts my eyes. Ohio does not prescribe a prescription for sun tint, so.
Sure, I'm just trying to make the point that this would be your vantage point or perspective of the blue Kona, correct?
Yes.
And you can clearly see out the tinted window, right?
Correct.
But from where the driver of the blue Kona cannot car because of the tint.
Correct.
Okay. And then so after you took this photo, if I'm understanding, you dropped back and then ultimately took the photo that we were looking at earlier, defendant's exhibit C2, which is the license plate.
Yes.
And then you send those two photographs, by text or message, whatever manner, to your mom.
Yes.
And then you called your mom.
She called me.
Okay, and you wanted to know, is this the guy that was messing with you a week or two earlier?
Yes, because now we have a license plate number.
Sure, but the point is, you took these pictures because you wanted confirmation from your mom. Is this the guy that was messing with you?
Yes.
Okay. And then from there, it's, correct me if I'm wrong, roughly 15 to 20 minute drive until you get to the intersection of Route 20 and McNally.
Yeah, about that.
And along the way, I think you had indicated that at no point did you force him off the road.
No.
And then I think you had indicated that there were several times once you got to the point where Route 2 turns into Route 20, there were several times that the blue Kona pulled into a parking lot, basically.
2 times.
Yep. One was at a Sunoco station, right?
Perry one stop.
Yep, but that's a Sunoco station.
Yes.
Yep. And then the other was a restaurant, Sandy K's.
Correct.
And you continued to drive on, and he sat in the parking lot.
I cannot tell you what he did. I continued on.
Yep. But you were aware in the time that he pulled into a parking lot.
I saw him, I knew, yes.
2 times.
Twice.
Yep. And then as you approached the intersection of Route 20 and McMacken, there is a auto body or tire shop on the left-hand side, correct?
Yes.
E11. Are you able to see the picture on the screen?
Yes.
And does that appear to be an aerial shot of the intersection of Route 20 and McMacken Road?
Yes.
And you're... And you're familiar with that intersection, because I think you had indicated that's your normal path of travel home on a daily basis.
It used to be, yes.
Yeah, sure, but at the time.
Yes.
And then can we go to Defendant's Exhibit E13? Are you able to see what's on the screen?
Yes.
And you recognize that as a similar aerial photograph of the intersection that also captures a portion of the Cleveland Clinic parking lot that you and ultimately ended up.
Yes.
And do both of those fairly and accurately depict that area as you recalled it on March 21st?
Yes.
Yes, and Your Honor, could we have permission to publish?
Objection.
E11.
No objection, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
And so you would have been driving from eastbound, which would be from the top of the screen towards this intersection, correct?
I was sitting in the turning lane.
Sure, but before you got to the turning lane, you had to drive to approach it, right?
Yes.
Right. So, like I said, you would have been essentially at the top of the screen driving towards the intersection of McMacken Road.
Yes.
Right? Eastbound.
Yes.
And then you recognize that there is essentially a tire shop right here, correct?
Correct.
And when you were approaching this intersection, were you in fact engaging in a series of S-shaped maneuvers to prevent Mr. Post from getting in the lane that would allow him to travel straight through the intersection?
I can't recall. I don't think so.
But you're not sure?
No.
Sorry, I just want to have it clear. No, you're not sure.
Correct.
And to be fair, it's been not quite a year, but pushing a year, correct?
Yep.
And to be fair, you've been through a lot of physical trauma, right?
I've been through more than most.
Yes. Okay, so when you were at the intersection, you would have been in this lane, if you can see where I'm pointing, the turn lane, right?
Yep. Yes.
And at that point, were you leaning out the driver's side window, screaming profanity at Mr. Post?
Yes, as I stated earlier.
Yes, thank you. So, at some point, and the general nature of what you were screaming about had to do with your belief that he was messing with your mom a week or two earlier. Is that the general nature of what you were screaming about?
Yes, and the fact that he was chasing me.
So, can we go to E3? E13 now, please.
You gotta ask permission.
Permission to publish.
Any objection to 13?
No, Your Honor.
Go ahead.
And again, just so we can orient ourselves, the picture we were just looking at a moment ago, which is Defendant's Exhibit E11, we were showing this is the left turn lane that you were in, right?
Yes.
And when I was pointing to the tire shop, it was this tire shop that we're seeing here that I'm pointing to, correct?
Correct.
And then you would have turned left, and if you can follow my finger, this is McMacken Road.
Yep.
And then not depicted in this photograph, but just off what would be past the screen, the parking lot into the Cleveland Clinic urgent care that you pulled into.
Yes.
Look, we see E15, Mike. And are you able to see what's up on the screen?
Yes.
And for the record, Your Honor, that's Defendant's Exhibit E15. And would that also be an aerial shot of the area of Route 20 and McMacken to include the parking lot area of the Cleveland Clinic urgent care?
Yes.
And does that fairly and accurately depict the area on March 21st of 2025?
Yes.
Your Honor, permission to publish.
No objections.
Go ahead.
And again, just so everybody's oriented here, here is where I'm pointing to up here is the tire shop that's at the intersection of McMacken and Route 20, correct?
Yep.
And then this would be where I'm pointing to McMacken Road, right? You have to answer out loud.
Yes.
And then this would have been the parking lot that you would have pulled into on March 21st.
Correct.
And then we've got some other photographs. But generally, if you can see where I'm pointing to, does that appear to be your car that you would have pulled into?
That is my car, yes.
You gotta, just for the sake of the court reporter, she goes crazy when two people talk.
Sorry.
So where I'm pointing to would be your car.
Correct.
And then where I'm pointing to here would be the blue Kona.
Correct.
And then can we see E21? Yeah. Are you able to see what's on the screen there?
Yes.
And does that appear to be another aerial photograph of the parking lot of the Cleveland Clinic that depicts the location of your car and the blue Kona on this particular day?
Yes.
And fairly and accurately depict the scene from this day?
Yeah.
Your Honor, permission to publish?
No objections.
Go ahead.
And to be clear, you were the first car to pull in the lot, right?
I was in front, yes.
Yes. And then, so you pulled in and parked.
And he followed me in, yes.
And then the blue Kona followed you in and left what would be 3 full parking spaces between you.
Looks about that.
All right, well, just count. 1, 2, 3. And then at that point, you got out of your car, correct?
We both got out of the cars, yes.
Well, sure, but we're just taking it slow. You got out of your car.
We both got out of the car, yes.
Did you get out of your car?
At the same time he did.
Listen. Hold on. Listen to his question and answer his question, okay? That's it, all right? Go ahead.
Correct.
And when you got out of your car, you were able to see, well, just so we're clear, your view would show the passenger side of the car, right?
Correct.
And then driver's side of the car.
Correct.
And initially, he was standing right, where you open the door. If you can envision that.
I cannot answer that.
Okay, well, where was he when you first saw him?
In the back of the car, right where that, about 2 steps in front of where that gentleman has the tablet is. In front of him a little bit, yes.
Okay, and where were you when you first saw him?
Around the license plate.
Of?
Hit the back of his car.
His car?
Yes.
Okay, so see him until you got close to his car.
Correct.
Well, just looping back for a second, you said you got out of the car at the same time. How would you know that if you didn't even see him?
Because we both pulled in at the same time.
Yeah, but that wasn't my question. You said we both got out of the car at the same time. Do you remember that?
Correct.
But how would you know that if you got out of the car and walked all the way over to his car and that's when you saw him for the first time? How would you know when he got out of the car?
Because like you stated earlier, his windows are see-through, and I could see through the windows.
Okay. And when you came over to the car, you were again screaming profanity at him.
Correct.
And included in that profanity was, what makes it think it's okay for you to fuck with my mother? True?
I cannot confirm or deny that.
And you went over to his car to confront him on what you thought he was messing with your mother. True?
He had no knowledge why I was going to his car.
No.
So,
excuse me.
Correct.
And so, as you're approaching the car, would I be generally correct that you would have, if you can see my finger, this would have been your path of travel?
Generally.
Generally. And when you get to the, right around where I'm pointing, that's when you see Mr. Post for the first time right there.
That's where we meet for the first time, right there.
I'm not doing it. No, just kidding.
Just take it out.
Yeah.
Master class.
So, as I said, you're walking generally where I'm pointing, get to here, and as you're at the back of his car, you see him for the first time outside of the car, generally in the area where this guy is.
Yes.
And as you were walking to the car, did he tell you words to the effect of either stop, or don't come over here, or get back, or anything along those lines?
No.
You're sure of that?
Yes.
So, pausing here and leapfrogging up to the 23rd of May. You with me? So 2 days, I misspoke.
23rd of May?
No, March.
Mm-hmm.
2 days after this incident. We know we heard some testimony. Well, you gotta let me finish the question. That you were
I'll tell you what,
ultimately...
before we go any further, we're gonna take a break. We'll take about a 15-minute break.
It's fine.
Remember not to discuss the case amongst yourselves or with anybody else. Don't try to find out any information from any other source, and do not come to any conclusion until the case is submitted to you. So we'll start back up a quarter after.
All rise.
Sorry. That's not what I'm going to pay for. Done. I got it.
Step down from me. You don't have to stay there. Anything else for the record before the break?
No, Your Honor.
Your Honor, thank you. Devin, you just can't talk to anybody else, okay? Don't talk to anybody, call you back in. Should you use the bathroom? I got him. Thank you.
Stop, don't come over here, back away, or anything along those lines. Do you recall that line of questioning?
No.
Just
yes, I remember you asking that.
right. And as you sit here now, your answer is no, he did not say anything.
Correct.
Okay. And after this incident, you were taken by squad to the hospital and then ultimately life-flighted to UH main campus, which is in Cleveland, right?
Correct.
And then when you were at UH, you were interviewed in your hospital room by a law enforcement officer from Madison Township. Do you recall that?
I do not.
Okay. Would it refresh your recollection to listen to a portion of that interview to try and jog your memory as to whether you were in fact interviewed by law enforcement?
Sure.
Can we go to the very beginning? Your Honor,
Come on,
can I briefly approach? Yes.
Tell me when.
May I approach the witness? So I would ask that you, to avoid having to ask the jury to leave, and I just ask that you listen to these headphones. Nobody else can hear what's being played, and take a minute or so and see if this refreshes your recollection as to whether you were interviewed by law enforcement.
right, let's see if that is enough.
So, having listened to a portion of the audio recording from March 23rd, does that in fact refresh your recollection whether you were interviewed by a Madison Township police officer regarding the events of March 21st of 2025?
Correct, but if you hear my voice in that, I am...
Wait. Just, the question is simply whether that refreshes your recollection as to whether you were interviewed.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
And do you recall, can we go back to Defendant's Exhibit E21? And do you recall at some point during that interview being asked questions about the events that we're talking about right now, namely you walking towards the blue Kona?
I recall, yes.
Okay. And do you recall telling the officer 2 days after this incident that Dave Post, as you're approaching his car, told you to back up? Do you recall that?
No.
Okay. Would it refresh your recollection to hear that portion of the interview regarding this very issue?
Yes.
Your Honor, may I approach?
Yep.
525, Mike.
Yep. Steve. You want a little before?
520.
Yeah, I got you.
What's the length of time of this that you're playing?
25 seconds. Where are we at?
5:45. Is that good?
I'll get to 550. That's fine. Good. So, having listened to the audio recording of that interview, does that refresh your recollection as to whether you told the officer that as you were approaching Mr. Post's blue Kona, Post told you, back up?
Not as I was approaching.
Okay. At some point, what you told the officer was that Dave Post told you, back up.
Correct.
But you didn't. Yes or no?
Don't know.
You didn't.
I cannot recall.
Okay. So, but you do now recall at some point in this sequence of events, this guy told you, back up.
Yes.
And then at some point, you continued to walk in the direction around his car, and now you're confronting. You never came around the car.
He didn't.
That wasn't my question.
We already approached.
Let me want to make sure that you have a clear understanding of what I'm asking. To be clear, we've already established that at some point he said to you, back up, right?
Correct.
And now we're moving past that. And here's my next question. As you continue to walk to the rear, he is generally standing where this gentleman is, correct?
In the general area.
Sure. And that you then turned the corner, if you will, of his car and were face to face with Mr. Post?
No, we were about at his taillight license plate area.
Okay. And you're face to face?
Face to face, yes, we were in the vicinity,
That's
yes.
And had he said anything to you in a threatening manner?
I cannot recall.
Okay. Do you recall telling the officer during your interview 2 days after this incident that he said nothing to you that would be considered a threat? Do you recall that?
No.
Same question, would it refresh your recollection to listen to that portion of the interview?
Yes.
Your Honor, just so you know, this is 10 or 15 seconds. 5:25, Mike.
It's already playing.
Can you stop it and then take it back so he can hear it?
Right here.
Let me pass that. Does that refresh your recollection?
Yes.
What you told the officer 2 days after this incident, that Mr. Post never said anything threatening to you?
Correct.
But what you said to him was, why do you think it's okay to fuck with my mother like you did a couple weeks ago? That's what you said to him.
I cannot confirm.
Okay. So, same thing. Would it refresh your recollection to listen to that portion of the interview?
No.
No, it would not?
No.
Will you do that portion of the interview just to try to see if that would refresh your recollection?
Yes.
Okay. Mike, 435, please.
Good go.
That should be. Were you able to hear that?
Yes.
And does that, in fact, refresh your recollection as to what you told the law enforcement officer 2 days after this incident?
Correct.
And isn't it true that what you told the officer is that as you're approaching the car, and as we've already established, he's telling you, stay away